people will act like 2020, they're like, Biden was such a disaster. But here's the thing. I don't think anybody voted for Biden, okay? They were voting against Trump. That was why they did it. I mean, let's just be honest. He energized Democrats. You could have John Kennedy walk through the door right now, and he wouldn't energize Democrats as much as Donald Trump does. That's just the reality. What did we do in Florida with these Democrats? We defeated these Democrats. We left the Democratic Party in Florida in a pile of ruins. They're dead.
Someone on the DeSantis team looked up at polling and said, hey, did you guys know we're getting our kicked by a guy that's facing 91 charges across the country? Maybe we should start making the case against Donald Trump and maybe mention his name. As a matter of fact, that moment was posted on DeSantis' War Room on X, where they claimed DeSantis goes off with flame emojis to try to generate some kind of excitement. But while he was inside fundraising to a small crowd, MAGA soldier Laura Loomer was outside generating her own energy with a bullhorn aimed right at the door.
You are never going to be president of the United States of America. You are never going to be President Donald Trump. You have $5 million cash on hand. You're an absentee governor. And you need to drop out and endorse President Trump, who's sitting inside a New York City courtroom today.
Make sure that your hand guides them as they provide safety and security as first responders in making our state safe. Dear God, please provide providence over the state legislators, Ashley Moody, and every other elected official who's up here. May God bring you into the light and Florida and continue.
Shame on you, Ron DeSantis. No, this is my First Amendment right.
No, it's not.
I have a ticket for the event.
No, you're being trespassed.
I have a ticket for the event.
You can go down
I have a ticket for this event.
You can go down to the sidewalk.
I have a ticket for the
You're
event.
being trespassed.
I have a ticket. How do you give me somebody a ticket when they are trespassing notice when they have a ticket for the
Doesn't
event?
matter. At this point, you're being trespassed.
For what? I have a ticket. Do you see what this is? It's a ticket.
It's a private event.
I have a ticket.
It's
That's
a
my
private
name.
establishment.
Yes, and I have a ticket.
You can do what you're doing right now.
If it's a private establishment and you don't have a ticket, but I have a ticket.
Okay, ma'am. Are you refusing?
Well, it's like
take a step off.
We have to take a stand for against weaponized government.
Ma'am, one more step. There's no more argument.
One more step for what?
Despite the distractions, DeSantis has no choice but to charge forward with his more aggressive messaging onto cable news channels other than Fox and Newsmax. But listen to the anchor here try to get him to stop talking during his rant.
Some people will be with Trump no matter what, but I think the bulk of the people are people that appreciate what he did. They also understand that he's got limitations in terms of his electability. He would be a lame duck on day one if he could even get elected. I think he'd have major problems with personnel. And of course, he didn't deliver on his core promises to drain the swamp, to have Mexico pay for the border wall, or to eliminate the debt. He added $7.8 trillion to the debt. So that's all fair game. We're going to be able to make that case. And I've delivered on these policies better than anybody.
DeSantis getting rushed through his stump speech highlights is beginning to feel eerily similar to another Florida governor that also ran for president that got run off of his appearances too.
I can promise you the best way to show respect outside of rebuilding our military to men and women uniform is to fix that mess as fast as I can. That's it. Thank you. They're kicking me out the door. They're kicking me out the door.
Governor, thank you very much for joining us today.
Maybe Ron DeSantis should go back to his original plan to avoid talking about Trump before more people start seeing the similarities, because Trump is already high-stepping all over Ron's name.
And in New Hampshire, DeSanctimonious has now fallen into 5th place. Oh, have I done a number on that guy? Have we done a number on him? Guy had no chance of getting elected governor. He came to see me, little tears in his eyes. He came to see me. Sir, I need your help. What do you need my help for? I didn't even know him that well, but he was one of about 100 congressmen that would talk about impeachment hoax #1 and impeachment hoax #2 on television. So I saw him a little bit. I need your help, sir. I'm not winning in Florida. He was losing by like 30 points or more. He was getting killed. It was over for him with the primary taking place in a short period of time. And I said, Ron, if I were George Washington and Abraham Lincoln combined and I came back from the dead and I endorsed you, I don't think it would matter. You're gone, man. He said, sir, you're very popular in Florida. You know, I got 1.2 million more votes than him. You keep hearing how many votes. I got 1.2 million votes than him. And I'm the one that turned Florida red, not him. He didn't turn Florida red. They all go on my fumes.